Last time on Lawful Stupid, there's music playing in the background. The sun, at some point, seems to then be stuck in the noon position, and time feels weird. And in this clearing, you see a collection of 5 folk.
It's my people. There's tree folk.
Can I bust out my bird pipes?
The 4 who were dancing kind of like wave and beckon you their direction to like come play.
Yeah, I mean, he approaches.
What brings you out here?
We are on a journey. Well, we would love to stay and play all day, but we do have to go.
Oh, you sure? It's probably more fun than going that way. You get lost that way.
What do you mean you get lost going that way?
Of course you get lost going that way. That's the domain of the guardian of the forest. It's supposed to be a confusing forest. People get lost there all the time. At least, could we maybe get like a little bit? Maybe like 5 minutes or so?
I am. I've been counting in my head since we started playing again. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. All right, now we really must go. We have very important business, boys. Anyway, so yeah, let's
continue south.
And eventually, the sun starts to move again. You guys are out in the dark in the middle of the woods.
Sora and I are going to go hunt.
It feels like there's a plethora of material out here. You guys get ready for the night. As you dream, Balfour, it's quiet. There's nothing here. You go to climb the mountain, and you look at the figure up ahead, and it's hard to tell. They seem obscured with fabrics of white, and they just seem just at the edge of the cliff at the very top.
Yeah, I'll kind of cut my hands around my mouth, and I'll yell.
You sit up and wake up. The sun comes up. You feel the warm rays. It's not a weird time anymore. Like it seems like the day and night cycle's kind of happening, but you know that one pesky little sun off in the west seems to still sit there. But you guys have a peaceful night, and you wake up with a long rest.
my power is restored to me.
I feel much better now. Now D&D Beyond agrees with me. Alright. So, unless anyone has any other business, I say forward march. I guess southern march, more specifically.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah, I finished catching up my morning rituals so that the disco disc is ready to set sail.
Oh yes, that's right. Lead the way, Balfour. Sits on the disc.
No, Balfour doesn't have to pull it anymore.
Oh, we have the Unseen Servant, that's right.
The Unseen Servant can pull it, but...
Well, still lead the way, Balfour.
The question is, how much do you weigh, Devin?
I also have an Unseen Servant that I can use. That's a spell I took as well.
Good for you. Here's...
Tell me.
It still affects the disc.
Do you think he's going to carry your...
Unseen Servant can do 10 pounds.
The question is, how much do you weigh?
I'm probably like 340, I would say. I haven't thought much about.
Yeah, you're not allowed on the disc, dude. So
not allowed on the disc?
It's got a maximum weight of 500 pounds.
My memoir is going to be it's going to be called No Room on the Disc. It's going to be just a tale of our journey.
We can all weigh like $180 and make it, but you're taking a little bit more than.
So I've got to cut some weight.
Yeah, you chose to be an elephant.
All right. It's just big as an elephant.
If you could make tape, the spell will let you get on it.
I'll just walk. I'll just hoof it.
Okay.
Yeah, you could lead the way. You're the shield. You're the big guy.
You're right. All right. So I do that. I will lead the way.
Awesome. Roll me your perceptions, and I'll tell you all the fun things.
Yay!
My normal is 20. And then my sniff check, should it be appropriate or needed, is a 16. So anyways,
combined-
got the higher.
Wouldn't the higher also be your sniff check?
I don't know. I thought we were doing like if
The first
the
roll-
advantage one is like if there's a need for it, if like above the
Yeah.
vision, if you happen to get something better, if it's appropriate. But the 18 is higher.
Yeah.
You tell
Your first roll will be your sight. Your advantage roll will be your sniff check.
Cool. That's what I did.
Well, like sight and hearing. But yeah. All right. I'm hearing 18, 20,
Matt got an 11.
11.
The combined 4 eyes of Axel and Titania got a 19.
Cool beans. You guys go on your journey southward. It's a bunch of trees. It's definitely magical in nature here. A little more so anywhere else, right? Everything's colorful. Everything has like a little shine to it, as if gems. Sometimes purple tree or blue tree, but it's all the same as before. It seems a little less abundant in animals as it was when you were in the always sunny area. A little less in the berries and other forageables, like as you go and look around and hear bugs, things scavenge, that nature. But overall, the days seem pretty alright. You do hear every once in a while, Mac, your passive will more likely pick it up. Even with your 11 active,
Appreciate you.
it just kind of feels hauntingly in the background. But you would
Wait.
all know.
What feels hauntingly? Just the vibe?
No, I'm getting there. You would all like hear howls off in the distance. Never like close, but always kind of like hearable. Audible, yeah.
Hearable is the sister service to Audible.
The
They're much
off-brand?
cheaper. Much
Yeah.
cheaper. That's pretty good way.
Kind of like always behind you. Never closer, but never further either. But you guys travel south. And you're actually able to rest for a couple days this way. Just hit that fast forward button on your traveling point to the next thing. Unless you guys decide to do anything different.
Nope.
Nar.
Okay. Let me write a note for myself.
We were kind. We did rewind.
Players did not do entire 2-episode bit had prepared.
You are always welcome to have something in between where I don't have something planned. If you want to talk about something or, I don't know, go off, hunt a moose or whatever interest feels the vibe. But if I don't have anything, I'll just hit the fast forward button and assume you guys
What if we
are
play
doing.
the most dangerous game with me? We send her off into the forest.
All right, me. You got 30 minutes.
That's how we improve her ability to
Survive.
fight.
With your trainings, we can do the rolls, but the world is the oyster, and I'm just gonna push the button until you guys get to the next point. No need to travel and then just drag on.
For just a reminder for me, are we trying to get me? Does she have a class that she is? Are we building her up as a character to help her provide us support in that way?
The rebellion. I don't.
Well, no,
at least
rebellion, but is she
I don't have.
a fighter? Is she?
I'm just trying to train her up to be a general.
We talked about it offline in the group chat. Abon said, hey, just so you know, me's going to be able to be shaped by you guys in a little way.
Yes.
Just decide. And then I threw out a suggestion and said, but ultimately, she's a companion for Balfour, so whatever he wants. And then no one else said anything, and then it was 3 weeks, and now we're here. Let's go.
I think this is okay. I think this is important. Then I think we start that now, and I think these couple days could be maybe where we won't have to have the conversation, but I think we get together as a group, and I would say Avon as the person representing me, playing up to what we've played now. What do you think if I was to say, hey, me, what do you like? Did you like getting taught, how to fence fight from Mac, or did you, learning spells or whatever it is that perhaps he learned from Axel, or do you like the more peaceful and supportive nature that I was able to help you with?
Magic is not very easy. She'll kind of look over at Axel and kind of wring her hands a little bit, kind of I'm sorry to disappoint you kind of expression as she looks down.
I'm shooting the sparks up in the air you either got it or you don't, baby!
I don't mind the peaceful thing, but I feel like I am very small and I cannot stand in the way of many things. So I do think if I am to be of help with all my friends, and she'll kind of half smile, then maybe training with Mac with the little tiny pokey daggers might help.
Okay.
Because then I can go into small places and maybe take care of something and then run away real fast.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not a part of this conversation.
I mean, it is a group talk.
No, that's 100% of them conversation. I just had an idea.
Well, then what I would say, as your dear friend, is that you pursue that, and I'm sure that Mac is willing to spend more time, concerted effort, now that we know which direction for you to go in, and someday you're going to be a general, so it's important for you to be ready for that.
Maybe I can ask Axel what more do general things do. He seems very smart. Or maybe Mac would know.
He's very old and has lots of wisdom.
Yes. Well, that's what I know about wizards. They wear pointy hats and they're very smart. They go to the very smart schools.
The best.
Mm-hmm.
And we do our secret high five.
Secret high five.
Which is just me holding out my weird hand, and she punching bags it a few times, and that's that.
That's cute. Yeah, totally.
And so I think if the 2 days we have, if you want to quickly do some rolls so that we can figure out, we'll start beefing her up somehow. Or that's decided off the pod.
Yeah, sure. She'd approach you at some point, Mac, and be like, could we focus my training more on the stabby stab things?
Oh, yeah, so of course. And in fact, you're so small you could easily get on someone's back and, dislodge their spine from the rest of their body. So that's pretty excited about that. Yeah, let me teach you.
Maybe one bone at a time rather than an entire spine.
No, I mean the nerves are pretty sensitive if you can get up there. I'm pretty sure. Anyways, well, yeah, that's
okay.
Let's get you working.
All right, I believe it's a wisdom for you to teach it because that's through that skill, right, Dwayne?
I'm listening to you. A wisdom is a 15.
Excellent. Can you do a second one for the second day?
Sure can. Second day is going to be the 6. Not nearly as productive.
So with your first day of training, it's she's not picking it up too easily. She's trying, right? but maybe perhaps slowing it down, she gets it a little bit better. It's going a little bit too fast for her. She's a little nervous. The second day, you slow it down, and you're trying to like pick apart like how to make it easier for this little tiny fairy, and you brought it down to like first grade kindergarten levels of stuff, and oh boy, is she picking up faster. And she's developing the skills. She's definitely picked up how to stab a little bit better.
Never fully extend.
With a few more days, she might actually be able to get it. If we're working at this progress.
Perfect. Good work. Eh? And also you, me.
Okay. Well, thank you. And as you guys go through the next 2 days, so 2 short rests, just so you're aware. Not that it matters too much, but you guys come across about late afternoon, maybe around 3 or 4, and you see a few more mushrooms start to pop up more often than not. They tend to be huge, anywhere from maybe the size of a like a little step stool to a chair to a table, and then those seems to be the size ranges for now, and you get them in various shades of greens and purples and pinks and oranges, and they're just everywhere.
As we're approaching these mushrooms and they're getting larger, is Mac able to... Mac would like to determine if these mushrooms appear to be A, poisonous, B, psychedelic.
C, venomous.
D, none of the above.
D is nuts.
Roll me... I think it is nature.
I would have said nature. Good
I would
job.
argue
Yeah,
for...
it's nature.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, you want to recall lore about terrain, plants, and animals, the weather, and natural cycles.
Yeah, you win. Anyways. 13.
These are definitely mushrooms. You're in a fae forest. It's hard to tell about these ones specifically. They look like some of the edible kind, but also they could be magical in nature, but who knows?
So none of these look like normal mushrooms that Mac would be familiar with that are safely edible.
Yeah.
Okay.
They look similar, but not the same.
All right, Mac wants to pick out a bright one that's small and just pick it and put it in his bag.
Okay. Roll me a D100 and I'll take note of that.
That's 45. Custom item. Hey, D&D Beyond Wizards of the Coast, if you guys are ever listening, your custom item interface could use some work.
You get out of it what you put in.
It's just there could be an easier button to get to add to your inventory than there is. Is all I'm saying.
It's a better, more specific.
Exactly. You have to click like a couple ways down. There should just be like a where you can search stuff. You should be able to just add right there instead of having to pull up the side tray. I know they listen to our podcast. So
They do.
fine.
It's on record.
Super do.
Yeah, that's where they take all their ideas from.
Yeah. You guys go past the mushrooms and into the forest. You didn't seem to have any problems picking the mushroom, just so you know. It came right out the ground.
It didn't explode. Perfect.
It
Wonderful.
didn't explode. No spores coming out. Doesn't seem any noxious
Yeah, it didn't try to talk to
fumes.
me, so these are all wins.
Didn't try running away. We're good so far. And you feel like the trees have started creating corridors around you.
Oh, I love that.
And you move forward. And...
Axel, quick question.
Yes.
Should we be concerned that this forest appears to be building hallways or paths for us using the woods?
Answer your question with another question. If we were concerned, would there be anything we could do about it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then yeah, be concerned.
All right, perfect. Mac's concerned.
Okay, now they're doing something about it. I'm ready.
He's just going to be extra vigilant.
Oh,
he's
okay.
going to be on guard. There's a difference, man. Going through somewhere with heightened alert.
You go through these twists and turns, and some of them more gentle than others, until you find yourself in like an opening type of a glade. Feels serene out here. There's a coolness to the air, a crispness to it. There's a soft, almost otherworldly light, but still the sunshine going through the trees. However, in the center of this glade, there seems to be a pool of water. It seems bright and glassy from where you stand, and it's about maybe 30 feet ahead of you. And go ahead.
I think I'm pretty thirsty at this point. Like, we've walked through this forest for a hot minute.
I'm also so thirsty.
I'm extremely thirsty, and so I'm gonna go over to the water, and I'm just gonna drop down hands and knees. And Trunk goes in, kind of stirs it at first. What temperature is it?
Man, it's like a cool, like refreshing temperature. My gut says like in the 60s vibe.
Ooh, dang!
So chilly.
Spring water. I'll take some of that up. I'm not going to drink it right away. I'm going to like let it drop over my head, and you'll notice that like that water dropping over mixes with that coat of dust that I've had on and kind of makes it almost a little bit muddy.
Oh man, it feels so cool.
I did not ingest it.
yeah, I know.
I did not ingest the water. Okay.
I did not have
So we're clear.
ingestual relations with that pool. And then I will just immediately after saying that take a big drink of it.
Oh, okay.
Just so everyone's aware.
I did let the pool hydrate me, if we're being honest.
I did have ingestional relations with that pool.
Now that I've made a big point to the opposite, I'd like to drink it.
I'm gonna then just crank it up.
Yeah. So you're here at this pool, and you're here at the water, and it smells fresh. There's that like mossy grass woodland smell here. It's not like pungent as in gross, but it feels like a good bed of perfect forest, right? And you go and touch the water, and you feel like this coolness upon you.
Okay, and I'll turn to the guys and say,
No, wait, I got there's a few
I was going to
things
beat you
gotta
to it. I'm
do.
going to make you tell me the bad thing that's happening right now.
The other two take your headphones off.
Yes! My singular goal. Disinclude my two players as much as possible.
You'll get 12 points of temporary HP.
Okay. Go ahead and have that in. Cool, got it.
Once they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't think...
Okay, so it's just they have them forever until they're so probably like next battle or something. But like
you have them until they are gone.
Okay.
And then like it's this cool, refreshing thing, and it feels like any issues, illnesses, sicknesses, poisons, diseases you might have had, any deafness, any hard of hearings you've had before, it just seems to wash away.
Wow, so I'm feeling pretty good after I can do the walk again we just did.
Yep.
Okay.
Something else is going to happen, but I need the other two to put their headphones on
Okay.
because they'll see it.
I also fill my water skin up with more as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balfour, you feel funny? You feel
No,
okay?
I feel better than I have in a long time. Almost like I don't need to rest today. We could just keep going.
Interesting. We'll give that some time.
It's kind of like doing the windmill stretch. Like, oh, so good.
We'll let that gestate.
Yeah, Devin, roll me a d20.
Oh, here it is. Hold on, I'll tell you after one. Just a sec. Just a flat D20?
Yeah, flat d20.
Okay, flat D20.
Wouldn't be a
Boom, boom.
Constitution saving throw, would it be?
No.
It is a 14.
If it was flat, how would it roll?
I don't know. How does the Earth spin if it's flat?
You got me there.
Take that, flat earthers. It's not. Okay, carry on.
There's a dome around it.
Oh.
Sphere shaped.
Okay, Devin.
Uh-huh.
What is your most cherished memory from a holiday or special occasion? For Balfour, of course.
That time, the Devin got socks.
Yeah.
Oh,
A cherished memory for Balfour.
yes, there's a rite of passage that happens there. There's like gigantic bonfire that they do on top of the mountain that we live at. And when you become like your tusks are fully grown, they have this special dust they coat you in and like draw symbols and stuff in it. But that's where you get like your name from, like your clan name or whatever. And so that was, for me, that's one of the most cherished memories is when I got my name, the rite of passage we had.
Alright, so in this pool in front of you, you see the water starts to shift and turn, and you see that mirror glass look from the sky above of clouds, and it starts to turn dark and evening time-ish, where stars and constellations start to form and swirl. And this scene of when you got your name, this bonfire starts to play out in constellations. Everybody's form is a bit vague, but you can see each of the lines and stars connect as they play out this scene in front of you and your companions in this pool of water.
Okay. I'm just entranced by it. That's what I would say.
Are the edges of this grove like thick? Like very thick?
Thick with trees that bark be barkin'.
And then the other question I have is, each night did we continue to hear that howling
Yeah.
as we're traveling?
Yeah, never seemed to get any closer.
But any further either.
Not any further
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
Cool.
And is there a clearing above our heads, or is there still some canopy?
There's like some canopy above your head, but the trees are like ancient tree tall. Like you're looking at like 50, 70, 100 feet.
I can see the sky, right? Is what
Yeah,
I'm
you can see the
getting
sky.
at?
You can see the normal sky at the same time of day.
Perfect.
From when you saw the weird mushrooms to the weird turns.
You never know.
Yeah.
Axel, your beautiful friend there, could she scout for us? I feel like we haven't really done a good job keeping track of where we are.
Oh, Titania?
Yes, Titania.
Weird that you didn't use your own bird. Titania, fly.
Yeah, Titania goes flying. And Axel went to drink some water too, right? Shainsaw?
I didn't, but I will.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. I thought I heard it, but I was just coming
I've
back.
got a
and making
large bindi straw I brought from home.
Sure. Yeah.
He just spends like 5 minutes unpacking this comically large straw.
You drink this water. It's cool and refreshing, and the other two, you need to get your headphones off.
That's some high quality H2O.
Yeah. You'll get 10 points of temporary HP.
Love that.
It will disappear when it disappears. Not on a short rest or long rest, just when it's used up.
Got it.
And then I'll ask for some more things.
Okay, I'm ready.
Could you roll me a d20 Shainsaw?
I would love to.
Thank you.
I have rolled a 10.
When was a moment that Axel felt truly at peace and content? The scene will play out in the pool of water, with stars, the clouds changing from above, and the stars appearing as constellations again in the water.
I think we see the scene of Axel moving into the super hovel for the first time, and he's just finished like setting the last book on the shelf, and contrary to how we see it today, it's like everything's neat and proper and in its perfect space, and he kind of just gets to sit down and feel like he has a home.
You see this vague figure of Axel in this home, for those still around the pool. Axel, as this kind of plays out and Titania goes up to check out the sky, she goes and flies up, and then she kind of hoots back at you like, there seems to be trees everywhere.
Good to know.
Balfour, how are you feeling? Still feeling good?
Still just doing windmills.
Yeah, you feel great.
Axel, you feeling okay?
I feel not a day over 100.
All right, seems safe. Mac's gonna go forward, fill up his water scan.
Oh, Axel reaches his hand out and puts it over. No, you probably shouldn't.
Okay, why not? Everything okay?
No, it's just magic. It's just wild fey magic. It's just, there's no formula for this. It could do anything. Worked out pretty good for us.
Well, we'll see we'll see what they have in store for me, I suppose. He fills up his water scan and just gonna take a couple handfuls of water. Drink slowly. There's no headphones off moment, guys.
The other two already heard it. There's no secret.
I was the same. Well, when he said fey magic, I thought, oh my gosh, did I get something good? And then like something different but good happened to Shane, and I was like, this could be very good in a bad way.
No, I just wanted to keep the secret for a little bit longer.
That's good.
If we knew he gave temp HP, we'd all just drink it immediately.
Yeah.
Right. That's right.
So you'll get 8 temp HP, Mac.
Perfect.
It will be gone when it's used up. Doesn't matter if it's a short or long rest. It's gone when it's gone. And all used up.
I'm keeping these 10. Hey, new campaign hard mode unlocked. Keep these temp HP until the last session.
Never get hit ever.
Hey, I get hit for 9.
And can you roll me a d20, please?
I would love to. That's a 17.
What is Mac's favorite memory related to nature or a beautiful landscape?
I think that is almost a view of when you go inside of a mountain range and you come out on a ledge, it's not like you see this giant landscape. You're just seeing like sides of mountains and snow everywhere. And I think the sereneness and the stillness, like coming out of one of these like caves or catacombs or whatever, there's like this quiet and this stillness in his life. So I think that's what he sees.
Yeah, and you guys see a similar scene again played out. The clouds, after it had faded from one person's to the next, it comes back down to a night scene again where the stars take over and creates a constellation of sorts of this scenery for you to watch. But then it will fade back out into a glassy top once more to show the sunshine up above. And in this area, this grove is peaceful, it's kind, it's serene. Your passive Mac will hear the howls, still the same distance away, but you feel what you feel about it. Here you can see the trees are all bunched up and they all twist and turn in their various ways, but you do see a set of trees that have an opening off to your east.
Hey everybody, your gruff but lovable dungeon Uncle Shainsaw here. I'd like to interrupt the show for just a minute to talk to you about my new book. The Night Team is an urban fantasy novel about a small team of soldiers who are trained to fight against the things that go bump in the night. It's a story about honor, found family, and what makes a man and a monster a monster. It's got action, it's got mystery, it's got magic. It features a cast of characters you'll love with distinct voices who form their own four-man party. An alchemist, a paladin, a ranger, and a scholar, each one trained by a specialized corps inspired by RPG classes but with a contemporary military flair. It takes inspiration from my own life and experiences as a 17-year-old kid in the US Army. It's my debut novel and I really can't wait to share it with you. So if you're looking for a book that blends the magical with the mundane and is sure to keep you craving one more page, consider picking up my new book, The Night Team. Available on Amazon.com, digital or in paperback, or for free on Kindle Unlimited. Link in the description. Thanks for listening, and back to the show.
Mac gets back on the disc.
That was a good stop. On we go.
Onwards, Puck! To adventure!
Yeah, you go forward onto your disc. Navigating through the trees and going around, taking the turns. It's twisty. It feels like there's branches and bushes, making sure you either go left or you go right or you twist this way or that way.
Yeah, we're being led somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is not us following some established path.
Mm-hmm.
We are being shoehorned. Mac is not enjoying this.
Oh, yeah, it's fun, isn't it?
If you don't like the path set out before you, simply place a new one.
Listen, I don't want to piss off these fey creatures. Not on accident, anyway.
It gets towards late afternoon, more like late evening, actually. Early evening? 6, 7, where the sun's about to set. You guys, up ahead of you, you see a large stone monolith in front of you.
Waystones.
Another clearing of sorts. Again, a gathering of trees. And gotta pull up all my fancy things. Everywhere around it, it seems to have an etching of various constellations. And it points straight upwards. It seems tall, gigantic, maybe about it's a 10 diameter by maybe like 50 foot tall. kind of more like a conical shape, but not quite pointy at the top.
Hitting a little close to home.
Is it? Mac would like to take a look at this, and does it appear to be natural, like a natural stone formation? Or was this?
You can tell it's been carved.
Was this put here by magic? I'm being very careful not to use the words to watch these two like snickering, falling apart.
I said my piece.
It does not seem naturally formed. It seems like it's been carved. You do gather that much about it.
Okay, I'm not touching this thing first.
Me, would you fly around and see if there are any openings?
Like a bug zapper.
Oh, it folds like a Venus flytrap or something.
Yeah, I can fly around it. You'll see her fly around it. And start from the bottom and spiral up.
Is there anything that I recognize as language?
Nothing that seems to be runic or arcane in nature. No common, no Sylvan or any other of that nature on it.
I don't see anything that looks like any language, whether or not it's one I speak or not. Got it. Cool.
Nah, it looks like a bunch of constellations on a rock. So the star is more notated by like shiny, polished stones.
Do they line up with what I know of astrology? Is this like our sky?
Yeah, there's some of the constellations from this region here on it. You would have, just for funsies, the Dragon constellation, and the Phoenix constellation, and Alicorn constellation, and
So it's a unicorn named Alan?
No, Alicorn.
It has so many horns, all of them.
A serpent and a dragon turtle.
Ooh, I like you for doing that. Thank you.
But it's right here in the center of this clearing.
Axel, does this strike you as full of fey magic?
I don't have my magic spectacles on, but it could be. It definitely seems to relate to the stars. It could just be someone's way of identifying. It could just be, someone's history.
All right, well, I don't fuck with fairies.
From up above, me will yell down, so I don't see any holes.
That's all right. Come on back down.
Whee!
Is there a way out of
Just
this
stop
clearing?
flapping and falls, just dead falls.
Yeah, as you look around this bed of clearing, you seem to have a southwards direction.
Only? And
Yeah.
obviously the way we came, but like from that point, southern opening.
At this point, I've assumed the way we came closed.
No, the way you came is actually still there. It's still
All right.
behind you.
It is on
And
fire.
there's a south. Yeah.
Well, then
It's not on fire.
Just keep moving.
Move it south.
Well,
Yeah.
it's nighttime. Then when we stop for the night again, because it's
Not near this fucking stuff. Listen. It's getting late. We should stop. Not near this thing.
It's the safest place.
It's a clearing. It's clear. We can see around us.
Mac gives them looks of confusion. The last place we drank water, we all felt like the most virulent, strong versions of ourselves. And now we've got this magic stone here, presumably. You want to sleep next to it.
I tell you what, Mac, I'm going to be honest with you. Is this how you're going to approach every clearing from now on because you found one magical one?
You had one bad encounter with a clearing once, and now you think all clearings are the same.
if it'll set your mind at ease, we're about to go to sleep, so I'll cast, as without a ritual, I'll just use my eyeballs to detect magic to see if the stone is spooky for Mr. Scaredy Rabbit.
Yeah, you get...
Necromancy. Fuck!
It comes to life.
Roll for initiative. It transforms into a golem, a necromancer golem.
It's exactly what you thought it was the whole time.
Below you, the ground shifts as zombies crawl out beneath us. Actually, Mac would like that.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out which school it would be from. So you cast your spell right off the bat. It's very low-level magic. It's very, hinted in there. But I believe the closest one that makes sense to me... Where'd you go? Would be the School of Evocation. On each little of the... the little stones that represent stars. But they're only on particular ones in this monolith. On certain parts of it.
Interesting. So only parts of the stone in certain constellations light up with small traces of evocation magic.
Mm-hmm.
Any sort of rhyme or reason to it? Is it any particular constellations, or just the head star of some constellations, or?
Yeah, the constellations, it seems to be the same set that runs down each side of it, which 5, so it's just the alicorn, and it's the same ones that go down, and it's the same one on each side, and it seems to be particular ones on each side that does this. And as it gets darker and you kind of look at it and the others look at it and you're just trying to stare at this thing to see if something happens, it seems to sparkle ever so dimly with light to show these little spots lighting up.
Well, you may not be too far off, Mac. This is some sort of evocation, some sort of energy. It's only on some of them, though, and it doesn't seem to be very powerful.
Do you think it could be useful to you? I'm not a magic boy, but isn't, What I do know is wizards use that school for fireball.
That's correct. That is the fireball school.
So that seems like power, potentially.
I'm gonna, I'll take first watch.
I'll tell you what, I'll take the first watch, and as the stars come out, I'll perhaps study this a bit further.
Yeah, Mac's agreeable.
Good.
Yeah. You guys go through your nightly routines. Axel, are you spending a watch concentrating on trying to solve this or trying to keep watch?
Titania's gonna fly surveillance overhead in a circle pattern while I mess with the rock.
Okay, cool. Titania can do the perceiving of the evening, and you can...
Perceiving of the evening.
Yep.
This will be our 4th rest at this point, right? So
this will be your 3rd rest.
3rd, okay. All right, just checking.
Titania rolled a 12.
Cool. Titania's keeping watch of the evening. She has nothing fun to report to you throughout the night. Just there's a bug, there's a mouse, I'm gonna eat it. Or
I'm gonna eat it.
You go get it.
It sounds like critters and animals everywhere, but nothing spooky anywhere close by.
Can I tell you a real quick real life story?
Yeah.
My dog got a mole out of the ground, dug a little mole out of the ground. I heard it squeaking, and I heard it squeaking up there, and but he wasn't going for anything merciful. So I separated the mole from the dog, and the mole squeaks off into the night, and I'm like, I hope that mole's okay. And then silently, no inclination that it was there at all. Giant owl right past my head in the mole's direction. I was like, first of all, I didn't realize how quietly owls flew. This thing was flapping huge wings inches from my face, and I heard nothing.
That's pretty
Impressive.
sweet.
That's probably why owls get flyby. Anyway.
Owls be scary, dog.
Yeah. All right. Trying to smart this rock, but I don't know which one to ask you for. Think investigation.
I bet the modifier's the same.
Yeah. Well, I'm
if it's
thinking investigation.
between Arcana and investigation, those are both +7.
Investigation.
Ooh. I rolled a natural 1 for an 8. I'm gonna burn inspiration.
Yeah, you guys can collect inspirations. So if I have given you like 2, you can keep both 2. Just keep track of it.
Rollover plan.
Noted.
Yes.
I just have the 1 marked on my sheet, but I'm using it. And then we'll try investigation again. This time, much better. At 21.
21.
That's 20 better than the first one.
Yeah. So you're looking at this monolith here, and it's kind of weird in this fey forest. It's decorated with stones and there's little tiny mushrooms kind of like sprouting out near the bottom of it, and you're looking at that and you're looking up at the sky, pondering over your watch. It's like, how does this relate to up there? Well, like maybe the stories of the constellations might come to mind, which you're smart, boyo. You got a 21. Some vague things. The dragon was kind of like a helpful being during the Divine Wars, and the Phoenix helped bring things back. Alicorn tends to be a protector type. The serpent was known for eating up the darkness. Almost like a prison being trapped up in the sky kind of vibes with that. And the dragon turtle is like also another protector, but more of for the waters. And you're just like, how does that relate to this up in a forest? It's also a fey forest. It could be constructed by fey. And you think maybe this could be a map to the area. And these lit up areas might be how to navigate this forest. Though figuring out how to do it, that is a question for you.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to try to do is like take a sheet of parchment and like do like a rough sketch, like walking around the cone, so that I get like a 360 like line of it, and then see if I can like line that up with the map and see if I can find any like points of interest that might overlay with these dots.
Yeah. You can certainly do that. How I'd like to do it is, I guess, roll at advantage when you visit areas and see your map kind of thing.
Okay.
Because my playtest group was a little bit confused about my map, and I was like, I don't know how to make this any easier, so let's just do it at advantage for figuring out your directions and solving your puzzle.
Fair enough.
But that's as far as you get for the night before it's somebody else's turn to take over.
I think I'll start doing the mid shift. I only have to sleep 4 hours to get a full night's rest, so then like I can just be up for the last shift anyway. So we're kind of all up at that point. So we'd only have to do 2 watches. So I'll take second.
I mean, we all need 8 hours of light activity.
Of light rest.
Yeah, 2 hours are for your watch, and like that doesn't count against you. I've kind of been like loosey-goosey with it because there's 3 players and it's kind of dumb, but like,
as long as we don't get interrupted.
Yeah.
And familiars don't have to sleep. So Titania's always on watch.
Our shift could just be 3 hours. Well, no, that still doesn't really. Anyways, whatever.
Loosey-goosey, you guys get through watches.
Axel's never slept a whole night, like straight. He gets up like every 2 hours and does something.
Old man.
Peace, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I didn't want to. Oftentimes, yes. Sometimes has a snack.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes writes down some things that he was thinking about.
Titania might need to bring you a mouse. Yeah. But the other two watches come by, seem to go uneventful. Again, the howling seems to be far off in the distance, but never quite closer. Just as a heads up.
If whoever's making all that racket ever hits me and I find out about it, they better wake up and apologize.
All right.
You guys wake up for the morning. And I think we'll end for the episode there before we head off into our next part of adventure.
Woo!
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Hey, everybody, it's time for the Roll for Humanity. You know, this month we're supporting Girls Who Code. It's really important to make sure that lady folks are represented in STEM and in all the different stuff. And guess what? People are going to need to code. Coding's going to happen, whether you like it or not. And girls should learn how to do it. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to roll dice. We hope that you'll join us. It's a worthwhile organization. We rolled a 10.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. 10! It's a 10!
10! I love that. Speaking of our Discord, we would love for you to come and join our Discord.
We'll be waiting for you?
Yeah, it's awkward. Let's try that again. Hey, everybody. This is Devin. I'm with Lawful Stupid. You may have heard of us. We have a Discord. We just started it a few years ago, and we hope that you'll join us. That's the place where we have our fun and shenanigans. There's a bunch of different channels. They cater to some need or desire that you have, I'm sure, and we'd just like to have you. So if you would, come and join our Discord.
We'll be waiting
for you.
And the way to find it is in the show notes, or you can go to discord.lawfulstupid.org.
All right, hope, stars, and wishes. Anything fun?
I hope the message that I'm writing in Discord to the DM gets approved.
Ooh.
That's my hope.
That's juicy. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Dwayne?
That is juicy.
No.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
You can. Will you, Dwayne? Will you tell us about it?
No, you only get one question. I'm sorry. That's the rules.
Well, I'll be looking forward to that.
So recently, found out that I need to find better hobbies than video games. So I'm still playing video games. Don't be disappointed. But I'm really on this bend, and some of you already know, I'm looking to do some classes with improv. I would really like to maybe try to get in on a stage someday, like to do that. And I really wish Shane would do it with me. He's close enough that we could figure it out. And I say, Dwayne, you're gonna have to debut Avon, unless you want to fly every month or so. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm trying to get a book because I have no one to study with or classes to take because they're all booked up. But that's what I'm looking forward to.
You've inspired me, Devin. If you pay for it and come and get me and bring me back when you're done, I'll do it with you.
I might do that. It's like $175, dude. I'll do that.
Yeah, you got it.
And I have to go through Shepherdsville anyway.
I mean, friends doing friends things is always a great time.
But I'm not paying $175 for somebody to tell me that I'm already funny.
I'm going to pay...
sorry, nothing I can do. You already say dick in the funniest way.
I'm going to pay them $175 to just beat you down the whole time to the very end.
I wish they would.
So you'll stick around.
Frankly, I need to be brought down to earth.
This is not sounding as fun as I thought. Go ahead.
I wish that there was a way to spend less time traveling in D&D. I feel like in large campaigns, it's a race to 5th level spells so you can get Magic Circle. But man, do I wish that travel in D&D was cleaner.
We'll get there. I have plans, but we gotta get through the hard stuff first. That's the sneak peek I'll give you right now.
And that's what she said.
We're getting a space boat, everybody. Avon said, "You're right here first." We're only right the alicorn and the dragon turtle.
I have a star. I just had Nerds Weekend, which is like a monthly event between my friends and I. I go see Neko with Meek up in Dallas, or Neko comes down to my house and we all hang out in my place. And Meek's been looking for stuff to fill an apartment lately, and found a thing where she got this really cute sofa from this really nice old lady, and she was just giving away a whole bunch of stuff for free, and the furniture was nice and beautiful and lovely, and I've been looking for a grandma chair because that's what I want with my life. And now I have an authentic grandma chair in my house because it was for free and it looked nice. It doesn't have any bugs on it. I've cleaned it. I've done all the things, and I am so pleased and happy with having my own grandma chair.
Does it still smell
Avon,
like grandma?
I am happy.
Still smells
for
like
you.
grandma.
I do have to impart wisdom upon you as your elder.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on that fucking chair. If it starts rocking on its own, you fucking ditch it, okay?
Yeah, and you.
Oh, there's already an old man that lives in my house. I know he does.
But is there an
There's a
old
ghost
man
here.
who lives in the chair? That's what you've got to keep your eyes on.
He can now
What?
borrow
No,
the
there's
chair.
a grandma ghost who lives in the chair, and now her and the old man are gonna meet, and they're gonna
Yeah.
kiss.
Oh
and
my
it's gonna
God.
be beautiful.
It's a meet cute. I love this.
Yeah, me cute for the ghost in my
You don't have
house.
to worry about her getting ghost pregnant.
Yeah,
She's so ghost old.
yeah.
Gosh, it's so
You guys
good.
are gonna have to figure out a system, because if those two ghosts start making inappropriate noises, that's a problem.
It's gonna be ghastly.
If there's a sock
honestly.
draped over the back
Over
of the chair, it's in
Yeah.
use.
It'll be like, is that like the wailing of a ghost who hates its existence because it can't cross over, or is that like grandma wailing? You know,
Or if it's really cold and then really hot rapidly, there's something going on. Ghostly friction is
Well.
still friction. I agree.
On that note, we love
We
you.
love
We love you.
ghosts. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.